All right, my champion is doing gonna make winning plays every day. This is part two of what we can all learn from Kevin Samuels passing away. Now, this is a real tragic thing. He was only 56, right? So I'm 34 right now. So that's only 22 years older than me, right? But we can all learn from that. Another thing that we can learn is to live your life like and build your business at the same time because you never know how long it's going to be. You don't know. It could be, you could live for one more day. What work did you put out there that your family can use for it? You know what I'm saying? What did you do? How did you move people forward? Right? Ask yourself that. How did you or did you just come up with excuses? Because when none of us are getting out of this thing alive, none of us, right? So what did you do to do what you love to do while you were living? How did you become profitable that way? Right? We can learn that he took his YouTube platform and he was doing 4 hour blocks, 4 hours going live. I go live for 20 minutes and I'm like, man, this is something real. He's doing it for 4 hours, 6 hours straight, helping people. A lot of people don't like tough love, you know, because they're afraid of it. But tough love is what helps you grow. That's why I'm so glad he was successful, that he built his business. And it's not coming out that nobody had ownership in what he did. He owned his situation. He did. He owned it. So the fact that he owned it, right, is huge. That he was able to own what he was doing, right? That's incredible to have ownership in something like that. Like, you know, so you could travel where you want, do what you want. You know what I'm saying? That's big. A lot of people can't do that and would love to, but they can't because they didn't set themselves up to be able to do that, right? You got to start thinking about that kind of stuff, right? Be brave enough, build a brand, right? Build your company, right? Do it. Be real. There was thousands of people every night from the West Coast, from East Coast, around the world. People would call in, whatever. Some people liked his delivery, some people didn't. It ain't about who likes it and who don't. It's about you living your life, doing the things you want to do. It's your life. We all have to remember that our time is limited here on being alive. No one likes to think about it because it's not fun. It's nothing exciting to talk about, and but the reality is, how long we gonna be here? We don't know. So live your life on a solid term. Like, don't live it to where you're mad. Like, so many people were mad at him. What you mad at him for? Because he kept it real? Because he did what he wanted to do? Don't be mad at that. Right? Live your life and do what you want to do. Turn this down a little bit. Go away. Technical difficulties. Yeah. Do what you want to do in your life. You know what I'm saying? Do what you would like to do. You know what I'm saying? Don't live your life on terms where you're not satisfied, where it's not working out for you. Keep going. See how it just went black and I kept going? That's why I'm gonna keep this video up. Because that's life. That's real life. Sometimes it might go black on you. You gotta get up and keep going. You gotta continue to build your business. You gotta continue to build and live and figure it out. It's not always gonna go your way, right? You don't know if you're gonna make it to 56, 57, 60, 70, 80. Work out, reach out to people, inspire people, do the right things. You know what I'm saying? Continue to live, continue to believe, build your business, save up, invest back into it, think long term, do these things. Don't hate on him because he had a point of view that told women to work out, that told people not to be needy, that told men to get up and get going, to lose weight. because he's gone now. So we got to keep his message going, right? Who's gonna build up a channel like his? Because I don't look at it from the fame perspective. I look at it from what he built. Can we look at it from that perspective? Can we look at it like he really built something? What about that? Can we talk about that? Or do we want to talk about excuses? Excuses, excuses, excuses. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the real stuff. Let's talk about the reality. Let's talk about keeping it real. Let's talk about doing what we're supposed to do as people. Can we talk about that? Right? Can we talk about that kind of stuff? Because I believe it needs to be talked about. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't talking about it because they don't want to. It's easier not to talk about it, but let's talk about it. Let's talk about building our businesses. Talk about everybody having a solid situation going on YouTube. Let's talk about that. No more excuses. No more tearing each other down. That ain't gonna build nothing. That ain't gonna build nothing tearing each other down. You know what I'm saying? He really built something special, and it should be appreciated. It should really be appreciated. This kind of stuff, building this kind of stuff should really be appreciated. I want everybody to know that. Start building, start believing. It's nighttime. That's why it's good that I'm doing this at nighttime. This when he used to do his thing. You know what I'm saying? Be midnight East Coast, Atlanta. You know that's where he was out of. And he would do. He was building his business, showing people they could build without excuses. Nobody came out and said they owned his stuff, so I believe he owned it. So own your stuff. Be real. Build your stuff. You can learn from looking at his stuff, what he owned. Doesn't cost you anything to do YouTube. Doesn't cost you a dime, a dollar, a nickel, anything. You could do it. But here come the excuses. I ain't making no money. See, that's you controlled. You always have to make money to do something. You do what you love. Do what's in your heart, in your mind, your soul. You know what I'm saying? So do that. All right. Rest in peace, Kevin Sanders. I might come in here and do a part 3. We don't know. Right? That's the plan. Right? Somebody like that. Right? That built his so what I want people to get from the business side of this is you have YouTube the same way he did. Y'all could come on here and use excuses. Y'all could come on here and build something. Build something with this YouTube, right? Don't gotta get paid. You don't gotta be famous. Just do something every day. Because YouTube ain't going nowhere. It's gonna be here forever. So get on here and do something when it plays. Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. Champions Business Reaction. We're gonna keep this going. This episode 2, part 2, when it plays.